So good morning everybody, Carlos here in Toronto. I think I have one more day to go, Saturday, and then I'm on the plane. We've had a very hot week here, very muggy, and that is where I'm heading for those bikes, the bike share I think it's called. And there's Alan, my favorite coffee shop in Mimico, Birds and Beans. I just have to remember to be careful not to get run over by fellow cyclists in my enthusiasm. Yeah, almost lost my eye there to that kid's fishing pole. So I have to put my cellular data on, read a QR code as far as I can remember, and pull the bike away, and then I'm being charged 12 cents a minute, something like that. I'm not sure. I'm sure I can afford it. It's cheaper than getting an Uber. Yeah, Tangerine is the name of the bike. Well, wish me luck with this. This is going to be interesting. Bike Share Toronto, you see? Tangerine. And that's a banking company. Now what do I do? Is there, yep, there's the barcode. There's a QR code. And I have to put my data on so that I can do this operation via the internet. Let's have a look. How do I do this? Notification. Oh, cellular. There you go. Cellular on. 5G. Yeah, that's correct, I would imagine. And then I go to the app, Bike Share, and scan to unlock. Yep, they've just told me that it's going to cost me $1 to do this, so I'll do it. And then I scan the code. As you see, I succeeded, but I think it might have cost me another $1. I'm not yet sure. Maybe not. Maybe because it knew that I hadn't taken the bike, that I shouldn't be charged. I'm going to have to stop in a second and lower the saddle, just for safety's sake. It feels very light compared to my e-bike. Oh, I'm very proud of myself already for having got this far. This is going to be a fun episode. Stand back for your classic jackal blunders. They're a given. The views are a given. This is beautiful here. I don't have any gears to worry about. I just have fellow trail users. There are gears, actually. It looks like 1, 2, 3, but I'm not even going to touch that. I think it might be just one gear. This is what I have to watch out for. People who are going fast on good bikes. Yeah, I could live with this. I was just thinking, when I came here to Toronto, I thought, well, Al's a keen cyclist. We're bound to go for a bike ride together, but it didn't transpire. Maybe tomorrow we could do this again, and he could bring his own little bike. Alright, so I'm going to keep track of the clip length. I'm going to let you have a look at the scenery, and I'm going to wait till my heart rate comes up a little more. On the next break, at the end of the next clip, I will put my earbuds in so that I'll be getting Samantha with the warnings. Let me just stop for a second. I don't think I reactivated the app as a cycle. So from this little bridgey thing, I will reactivate the app. I'm not allowed to go over there today because I'm a cyclist. I have to remember that. Alright. I'm going to start Strava, well, the iSmooth run. I'm going to get Samantha on board for this ride. Excuse me while I do this. You can have a look at the big towers of Toronto. You might even see me fiddle with this thing. Oh yeah, it's got a map on it. 3 minutes done so far. 3 minutes 34. Now, iSmooth run. I have to stop the walk and save it. And I have to remember to turn off 5G as well. I'll change it to ebike. Done. Start. And then switch off cellular.
Zone 1.
Off. And rack up the volume a little bit. Oh no, that's right, I was going to put my earbuds in. That's right, that's right. Excuse me another second. But as you saw, I had a backpack on, I have a chest-mounted old school camera hanging from my chest. And I'm not going to be on a rented bike. Hello. Very serious runner, that guy. Alright, no music, no programming other than you guys. I'm programmed to relay Samantha's data to you. And next time I stop, I might figure out, oh, there you go, I've just figured it out. How to change gear. I can see that I'm going to run out of clip with all this eye candy around for you. Plus a smooth ride, not a jerky, lurky video. Yep, and you're getting the full benefit of old school technology here. The large lens on the small camera rather than the small lens on a big phone. Obviously the camera isn't quite up to some of the better cameras on the better phones. But yeah, it's good enough for me. And today I'm recording directly from the camera, so I'm relying on the good quality, what's it called? The good quality microphone to pick up my voice. But it might sound a little husky to you, but I'm not sure if it's the forest fires back west, but there was definitely smog in the air. Not smoke, but high altitude coming thing, particulate matter. Now this bike, apparently I can take it back to any bay. And when I looked last, when I had the cellular data on, it was showing me where I was on the map, but the jury's still out to whether I will be able to use that map. But I can use my iSmooth Run map. I can easily work that app offline. Well, my heart rate is pretty high, which is probably the few hills that I'm encountering on this basically flat trail. But I'm going to get a good calorie count from this ride only because my heart rate's going to be higher than when I'm on the e-bike. guy with a bigger pack than me. I'm going to give him some room. Bike behind you. When I see the screen as a ready for photo display, then I'm assuming that the clip ran out. But that's okay, because Alan is going to CrossFit later on this morning. So I'm footloose and fancy free on a bike. This is another thing I've just noticed, that my speed fluctuates so much more on a regular bike than on an e-bike, because the e-bike takes away a lot of the load. Heart rate 121. Hello. Hello. There's some fast bikes here. I haven't been on this section of bike path because I'm always running on it. I'm not worrying about staying with the bike, so I'm trying to get away from the bikes. But today I have to be a bike. Let me just check that I'm recording video. Oh yeah. So we'll see. We're assuming I did 4 minutes before I unlocked the bike. And then I did 8 minutes just now, so we're up to 12. Could you keep that number in your head? Let me know when I should stop yakking. Samantha's just said 7 minutes. So I've been cycling for 7 minutes. That's all I got from that data. See, there's another rack. So you could ride to here, put your bike in a spare slot here, stop the clock, and be good to go. That guy looks so much like Stefan. I was going to say hi, hello. I gotta watch out for pedestrians now. Yep. But I'm in no rush. I'm experimenting with this bike rental system for programming. Because they have them in every city, so if this platform works, I can use it again. I know they have these kind of bikes in Barcelona, Valencia, Madrid, London. I don't know about London, actually. Maybe they do by now. It's just the old theft issue when there's so many people. I think it's a better bike than me. But it's weird. I have to really think outside the normal jackal cage, the jackal lair. I don't think I've ever run this side of the dirt trail. There's a dirt trail on the other side, but I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be welcome on it. I have to contend with busy people. It is Friday, the 2nd of August, and this is day 2 of me on the wagon. Every August I try and stop drinking for the whole month. So I've been taking full advantage of coffee. I even bought myself some San Pellegrino cans, believe it or not. My friend Alan likes opening his cans, and I figured if I bought San Pellegrino, I could crack a can with when he's cracking his beer. That's okay. I've survived many years on this plan. So I'm in gear number 3. I guess I could put it in gear number 2. That makes it a little easier. I won't be so out of breath. There's yet another bike rack. I'll just relay you the stats to the next little bit. The scenery will do the talking. trying to figure out which was the bike lane and which is the pedestrian lane. He was quite sure he was in the pedestrian lane. And my bandana is kind of spooking them a little bit. Only badasses wear bandanas here. But as you know, there are no badasses in Victoria. There's probably quite a few badasses here. There you go. You see the haze? I think that's just mist. And there is one of those wind generators turning, which means there must be a breeze today. We've had very little breeze. And where Al lives, he's on the top floor. And I think I must have got allergies from the tree, but I was sneezing a lot. Had a bit of a fever 2 nights ago, but that's probably just in anticipation of this dry month. I was having one of those fever dreams. Wind noise alert. You definitely want to stop pedaling when you're on a downhill. There's no point going any faster than this for me. But if you were a competitive cyclist, you would find yourself another gear and maximize on your inertia. Now I've done what she's doing over there. I've walked and run on that thing. It's like a fake pavement made of fake wood, just like my own fake bridges. Getting back to technology, just before I say goodbye to you, I want to say that the old school technology has not let me down today, I hope. And I've managed to negotiate getting a rental bike off a rack automatically. I'll put the cellular data on again in a second so that I can, what was I going to do? It'll come to me soon. I got this far once running because it was the day of the Toronto Lakeshore Marathon, and Al wasn't running because he was having surgery, and I wasn't running either because I had an injury in sympathy to my buddy, and so I couldn't run either, but I walked down to here, that's right. I watched the end of the race, and then Alan drove us back to his place. Sir Casimir Gawotski Park Playground. Casimir, eh? There was a CBC guy called Peter Zwotsky. Oh, I really don't know. I really don't know how many clips I actually have, so I'll have to do a spare today. So this will be the spare. Because what was it? I was saying that 2 full clips plus 4 minutes to 8 to 16, 20 minutes. Alright, so yeah, that's about right for me. I think I'm gonna check my Strava stats, not my Strava stats, my iSmooth Run stats. Oops, the wrong way, 3, but that's better. When it's flat, I can pull 3 on this one at 12 kilometers an hour, so those are your facts. There's the view, and I have to remember that I also have about 1.5 minutes of phone video for the trailer already done, so when I get back I'll be busy. I did bring water and a book in case I stopped for coffee on the very last leg, but that will be after I deposit the bike. But I'm going to be keener. There's the boardwalk, that's what I was saying, the boardwalk. Fake wood, you see, it appears to be buckled. And real wood doesn't buckle like that unless it's extremely thin. But what I'm thinking of is that's quite thin artificial wood that's been laid on less than optimally graded soil. This embankment is built up, but there would have always been a path here. there was always a path on that side. This would have been a sidewalk to this big road. This is about where the marathon finished that year. And apparently, I think Alan said that he knew exactly when that was. The waterfront marathon. You could look it up and let me know, because I don't remember what he said. So as I negotiate this section I wanted to film, because it is eye candy. Sunnyside Pavilion Cafe. I didn't get provided with a lock, so I have to stay with my bike at all times, but I could step off it and take a photograph of this view and say bye-bye to you right here. Okay. Oh, I didn't fall off. Where am I looking with this camera? Oh yeah, there's the kayaker, the outrigger, the outrigger guys. And this is the building that they were using for a photo shoot one time that I came. They had it looking like a Roman temple, almost like, or a villa, Roman villa, that's right. And you could imagine they would have had what are they, trineums? Something like that, the boats that coming up on this beach, and the gladiators or whatever, the soldiers, the centurions, jumping out of the boat with their swords. But they would have blue screened a lot of that. Alright, so this is the end. I'm just taking the camera slowly off its mount and panning around, handheld. There's the bike, which is mine for the moment, and there's the building, which is here for you to see. Let me stop the video now. Bye bye.